Oh, I need my QPay. Hola! I'm sorry, I'm a few minutes late. And you know, I'm usually pretty good with, you know, timing. I plan, I make sure everything's prepped, but when you have kids, it doesn't matter what you do, okay? So I figured because I can't do my Friday night lives and it's been a few weeks since I, you know, went live with you guys, I would hop on. I'm gonna show you how I love to make tuna fish at home. And then let's just have lunch together, okay? How do you feel about that? Thank you guys. The reno is going great. Getting to like a little normalcy now. I still don't have use in my kitchen, but I don't have like a million things in every corner. You know, it's feeling a little less cluttered. So we're on the mend. I think probably like one more week, he said. So, I mean, I can't even be angry at that. I need a garbage bag. Hold on. You know what? Let's just use a garbage bowl. Let's channel our Rachel Ray and use a garbage bowl. It's garbage, so I'm leaving the paper. Okay. I mean, if you've been around, you know this is my dining room. So we're just in a different room today. I have 3 cans of this Wild Planet tuna. I really, really love this tuna. I got this on Thrive Market, actually, and it's the cheapest I've seen it. It's a 4-pack. I feel like tuna in general is so expensive in the store now. Like, if you spend an extra $1 and get a better quality, it really doesn't make or break the bank in the long run, honestly. It says albacore white tuna, sustainably pole and line caught, 100% pure tuna and sea salt. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to open this because it's a mess to do like the draining and stuff. But there's really not that much moisture in this can. Like, it's more of like a nice fish texture. You know what I mean? Like, it's more, it feels like real tuna fish, you know? So the pack on Thrive Market is 4. I don't know what I paid for it. I have to look. But I do have a link in my bio. If you go to my bio and click on my link tree, there's a link in there. If you did want to try Thrive, they give you a free gift and it's $30 off your first order. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. You know what I mean? We're working with what we got here because I refuse to go grocery shopping. If you see I've been posting hauls here and there, I'm really just buying like a few little pickings that we can eat for like the next 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? So, I have tuna in my fridge I have tuna in my pantry from my last Thrive Market haul. I normally like to go in with a fork and like break it up, but I only have a plastic fork. So what I've been doing is the utensil set that I had that everybody loves, they like, you know, dwindle. Who's throwing out the fork? Who's freaking throwing out the knife? So I've been just using them and throwing them out because it's like one less thing to wash at this point, and I'm going to be getting a new set anyway. I'm trying to slide over so I can read your comments. Good morning. Franklin Lakes, hey, good morning from Central Jersey. Yeah, I always have this freaking temptation. My mother always buys for me. All right, I like to put a ton of vegetables in my tuna. I feel like it just gives it like a salad. It makes it like a salad, you know? And also, do you guys say tuna fish salad? Because tuna really is fish. Like, I've been called out on that so many times recently. Okay. Bear with me here because I'm a little unorganized, all right? Because I have shit everywhere. I had a vegetable plate. Let me get that. So when I eat it, I'm gonna just like scoop it on some lettuce, and I have some like pickled veggies and stuff that I'm gonna eat. But in the tuna, we're gonna start, I'm gonna put some scallion. So these are, I'm gonna just use the whites of it. Put these aside. I like to use scallion in my tuna. I also like to use red onion, but I have to say, if you are eating the tuna left over, I don't love the taste of old red onion, in my opinion. Like, and old for me is like 12 hours later. Just something about onions the next day for me. And I feel like the scallion, you don't really get that, okay? So, but how I like to cut this is I like to go down this way and then also this way. So when you slice it, it gives you like these little finely diced, you know, onions. And you're also not getting a chunk of onion with every bite. Because that's another reason why people hate like the veggie in the tuna, because they don't cut it small enough. You know what I mean? Hi from Phoenix, Staten Island, the motherland, scallions. Yes, everybody loves scallions, guys. There's just honestly a very like much lighter onion. But there is a time and a place, you know? Like I'm not gonna cut up scallions and fry them for marinara sauce. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like when you are good in the kitchen, these things will come to you. Like you may not know that a scallion in like sauce. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would taste good. Maybe it would. But it wouldn't be my first grab, you know? Guys, it is so warm in New Jersey today. Like, it's beautiful. I'm not complaining. But what's going on? Okay? Because when I was a kid growing up, this time of year, it was freezing. Yes, celery. Oh, I do have celery. I gotta get some celery in here, too. Thanks for reminding me, babe. I like a little celery, too. You just gotta cut it nice and small. The weather here is, I don't know, it's crazy. Thank you, guys. 52 in Texas. That's like cold for you guys, right? I'm gonna put some cilantro. It's so weird cutting like this because it's like a weird height for me. I actually have you on my bar right now. My little gray bar that I have in the corner. Okay. Scallion. These are one of my favorite bread and butter pickles. I got these on Thrive Market also. They have a lot of this Woodstock brand. Not only like pickled cucumbers, different veggies also. And I love to use the bread and butter in my tuna fish. I just feel like it gives it a nice sweetness. Like, have you ever had sweet relish in tuna? It's basically the same thing. I'm pretty sure this doesn't have dyes in it also, which is why I love this brand. Yeah, it uses turmeric for color, which I don't know why all brands don't do that. Why are we still using food dyes? You know what I mean? And you know me, I'm like, eat whatever, moderation, it is what it is, but if there is other options, why are we using the other ones? I just don't understand. You know what I mean? So this brand is Woodstock Organic Bread and Butter Pickles. I got these on Thrive Market also. They're so good. You're not gonna hear a crunch. They got like a little kick too. It's so funny because you get like a little warm weather and everybody's out there mowing their lawn, blowing their leaves, spraying their concrete. Alright, I'm just gonna get a piece of paper towel because I want to take up some of the moisture. Another thing I like about this tuna is it's not like wet. I know I said that, like the moisture in the can, but the fish itself is like dry. There's nothing I hate more than like moist tuna, especially like the dark meat tuna. I just can't do it. I think maybe like a few more. Okay. One for good luck. Delicious. Love this brand. Delicious. Chop that up nice and fine. Howell Beach is underwater right now. I know my mother texted me when we had like that rainstorm and she's like, water's supposed to come up, we put the cars in the back. Listen, when you grow up in Howell Beach, you really are a different breed, okay? We grow up like following the weatherman. If he tells me it's gonna rain, we're all out there putting our cars all the way in the back of our yard because we know our shit's gonna be destroyed in the morning, okay? So many times I'm out there barefoot with my freaking pants up to my knees, walking through puddles, trying to get my car moved in the yard. You lived with that your whole life, you know? And I think that's why when Hurricane Sandy came around and like they came and nobody told us to evacuate the neighborhood. It was just considered a tropical storm in the beginning, and then I'm guessing it like turned into the category whatever hurricane because of the surges. The surges were like a big deal during that hurricane. We were never told to leave. And we were so used to flooding and like raining and high tide and shit that we were just like, all right, no problem. Like, we got it, you know? Also, you're telling me it's a tropical storm. So I'm like, all right. I'm from Old Howard, and I lived like, there was a dead end, and I was the house on the corner of the dead end. Like, I was basically on the water. So that's when I moved out of Howard Beach. I lived in Howard Beach till I was like 26. But anyway, we stayed, and then eventually we had to get rescued by scuba team. That was a whole nother situation, okay? And I'll tell you the truth, like, that's when I started to migrate to Jersey. Like, I moved to Staten Island for like 5 years, and then I moved to Jersey. Then we bought our house here. But my mother only got into that house like maybe 6 years after Sandy. Like, it took a while for her to get back home to rebuild. Like, they were fighting with insurance companies for years because there were so many people that needed insurance money. Yes, these are bread and butter pickles. I got these on Thrive Market. The brand is Woodstock Organic Bread and Butters. See, I'm just too helpful. That's the problem. I'm too helpful. It wasn't anything bad though. It was just my plastic forks. Okay, put our pickles in. Thank you. I'm not really cooking. I'm just making a tuna fish to keep in the fridge, and then I'm gonna just eat a little bit with you. These are serrano peppers. I'm gonna put the seeds in. Actually, let's taste it and see how bad it actually is. Oh no, those are fine. These are fine. These seeds are no problem for me. Like a jalapeno or something spicier, I would take the seeds out. It's not even much in here. I think one is enough for that though. When you cut them, the seeds kind of just stay on the board. I like a nice crunch of pepper. I actually prefer jalapeno. I like serranos. I just don't think they have as much flavor. You know, they're very light. They're good for a salsa because they're not as spicy. You know, I'm gonna put some tomatoes, but your spice tolerance is crazy. That wasn't spicy at all. Like, that actually was a sweet bell pepper for me. I swear to God. These tomatoes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take the guts out, you know. Try to just scoop out the middle a little bit just so it doesn't make the tuna fish soggy. You just put like a slit and you literally just take the middle. So like normally I would like to save that, and you could make tomato cone cone tomato. You know what I'm talking about. You toast up like really good bread with really good olive oils, flaky sea salt, and then you put this tomato caviar on that bread. Yum, okay? If I had use of my beautiful new oven, I would do that. But that's just not an option today, and I'm not gonna save it for a whole week. I guess I could put it in my sock bag, but that's just too much work right now, guys. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so these two will cut for our salad, and then you'll just get like nice chunky tomato in the salad and not what a sogginess, you know? I feel like I'm just crazy with the texture that I'm always trying to control the moisture in it. And I think that's just like a me problem, you know? Like, cause like some people this probably wouldn't bother them. But me, it does, and it's such a shame to waste that, guys. But, you know, I'm usually a no-waste queen, but I'm in a different stage of life right this second, okay? My kitchen is still being worked on. I'm like another week. -16 wind, where the heck are you? It's gotta be like Alaska. Thank you for following me, guys. My crew is at a birthday party. And my husband was like, I'm gonna take Mariella because it's at like one of those jump places. So he's like, I'll just pay for Mariella and she could, you know, hang out too. My husband does shit like that, like on the weekends, because I'm 24/7 during the week. That like this little hour and a half break for me is like a big deal. Here's a tomato. Little nice tomato. Here's my paper towel. What's next on the agenda? All right, that's it. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get a little celery. Okay, I'm gonna just get a little celery, a little extra crunch, just a little bit. And you know what? Sometimes if you don't like the crunch of celery, you should just use the leaves, the little green leaves on top. Those are so much more flavorful than the actual celery. Like, I always buy this, because you know how they have the celery, like, stalks, and then they have the whole pot where it comes with the leaves and everything. I always buy the one with the leaves, because even if you don't use it, you freeze it and you put that in your stock. So good in your stock. Or even just the greens in, like, your chicken soup. Delicious. Or in a salad. Mmm. I have some microgreens too. And I feel like with the pepper and the cilantro, like I want a little garlic in there. So I'm gonna put some garlic too. I would normally microplane this, 100% microplane this. But if I told you where that was, I actually couldn't tell you where it was. It's somewhere in my basement right now. But it's all good. It's all good. I've learned to take life as it comes to me, Like, I try so hard to, plan every single movement. And it just is not possible. It's really not. And you actually stress yourself out so much more trying to. I did not move. This is actually my dining room. We're in my dining room. My kitchen is in the middle of renovation. So they did the floors already. Cabinets are up. My microwave is hung. I was gonna buy an oven hood. I wanted to get the matching hood, but I needed the more cabinet space, right? So it gave me more cabinet space to keep the layout. Just move the microwave over. And my kitchen is pretty small. I know it looks really big in videos, but I'm so much I hate feeling bombarded by things. And that was exactly why I didn't put an island in there, because it would be way too cluttered for me to have an island in there. I like to have free space. I'm all about open concept. And I really would have, knocked this wall down, but one day I will. That's just not on the list of to-dos right now. You know what I mean? I feel like when you own a house, you always got a running list of to-dos. But I mean, I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out for 2 or 3 years. So little shit along the way, but I'm tapped out right now. I've been saving for this kitchen, and I'm very, honestly so excited to just cook on my new stove. I was so excited to just buy that stove. All right, what else are we doing? I think we're good as far as veggies. So what I have in here so far is, if you haven't been here since the beginning, I'll go through for you. I have 3 cans of this Wild Planet tuna. Really love this brand. I got this on Thrive Market. I also got these on Thrive Market. It's those bread and butter pickles. The brand is Woodstock. Delicious. Nice little sweet crunch. Fresh tomato, cilantro, serrano chilies, celery, scallion. Okay. Just break up the tuna a little bit. Let's do some salt. Can you believe I don't have any fresh lemons right now? But it's okay, because we have our Maya lemon honey vinaigrette. You guys know I'm obsessed with this. This is my second bottle already. I got this on Thrive Market too. I haven't seen it anywhere but Thrive Market or Whole Foods. And I mean, it's just easier for me if I'm doing a big order to get it on there. All right, so salt. Tuna fish needs salt, okay? Can't find my black pepper. I don't know where it is. I'm pretty sure Mariella took it out of the bag, because I remember taking it from her a couple of days ago, but I don't remember where I put it after I took it from her. because they have everything in the storage room in the basement, and we're also spending a chunk of our, time down there because it's just more convenient. So we're gonna use lemon pepper, which is gonna take place of my fresh lemon and my black pepper. Look at us being resourceful. Okay? Don't be afraid to season, my love. Do not be afraid to season. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna do a little Dijon, which is the superior mustard. Okay, let me use a plastic foil for that. This is 3 cans, so we'll do like a nice chunky tablespoon. Very pungent taste, but totally necessary. I feel like tuna fish, everybody has it in their pantry, And I do love this Wild Planet brand. Like I said, it just has a few better qualities to it. And tuna fish nowadays, even the cheaper tuna fish, it isn't even freaking cheap anymore. That shit used to be like 99 cents a can. I don't even think it was 99 cents a can. Now they're like 2 for $5 for Bumblebee. Absolutely not. I'll just buy a piece of tuna. It's crazy. Because for my crew, we need to make like 3-4 cans. Like if I'm gonna make a nice amount to keep in the fridge, If I'm gonna go through draining tuna, I'm making a batch tuna for, making breaks. For, go in and make yourself a quick little Sammy or whatever. All right, mustard. You notice I just talk too much. I forget what I'm doing because we bullshit too much. This is the Maya lemon honey vinegar. Love this. I'm gonna put some of this. It gives it a nice little ting, little sweetness from the honey. This has apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna do like a half a cup of this. If you don't have this exact vinegar, I would just do like a 1/4 cup of like an apple cider vinegar. For 3 cans of tuna, mind you. This is a 3-can batch. So, cut it accordingly to whatever you use. I'm gonna put a little olive oil, because yes, I'm putting mayo, but the olive oil just gives it like a little velvety mouthfeel, I feel like it's a necessity. And when I'm making a tuna like this, like if I'm just doing tuna, salt, and pepper, and mayo, I'm gonna use Hellmann's. But for something like this, I like to use Kewpie. It has a little more flavor. It also has a little sweetness to it. I just feel like if you're gonna have tuna fish, jazz it up. Why not? It's gonna take you 10 minutes to make anyway. Just add another 5 and make a whole meal out of it, Not just make tuna and slap it on bread. But let me tell you, sometimes I do love just like the mayo, salt, and pepper too. You really can't beat that. Like that's what I grew up on. I'm gonna put an obscene amount of mayo, okay? So don't lose your shit. I'd say probably like a half a cup per can. And I know that sounds crazy, but just go with me. Like that's a half, and that's a half. Tuna needs flavor, and this just creates a dressing. This is why I like to use the Kewpie, because it has a ton of flavor. Like I said, I really like to go in with a fork and break this up nicely. You can even put your tuna through a food processor before you build your salad. That gives it like a really nice mouthfeel. Like Joe and the Juice, I'm like pretty positive that's probably what they do. They probably like mousse it up, Definitely great idea, But right now we're working what we got. I can't even find any forks. I'm from Howard Beach, Queens. Okay, now we're gonna just have a little bite, okay? I have some like crunchy pickled veggies we're gonna eat it with. I'm gonna eat it on some lettuce. I'll like build my plate before we sit together. Oh, do I have any paper plates around here? Let's see. Tuna salad. I'm making a little tuna salad, okay? Tuna salad. Oh, you know what sucks? I think I only have a styrofoam. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I've been using, okay? I have thousands of these from when I catered. If I tell you I bought a pack once, like I thought it said like 500 or something, and it was like 5,000. I'm not kidding with you. And it was like, oh, this is such a great price. Like I was like, even for 500, I thought it was a great price. And then 5,000 showed up at my house. I've been using these for years, okay? Through this whole renovation, this has been Mocha's dog bowl. I've been putting food on one side and water on the other because shit's getting moved around all over. What's up, Lisa? How are you? So they're coming in handy right now, you know? I'm not throwing them out. I'm getting used out of them. This is what we're gonna do. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to take the like not as crunchy salad and put this in the tuna salad. Because I'm gonna use that to like scoop up the tuna. But this would just be like an added green in your salad. It's like not great. I don't like the top of that lettuce when you eat a salad. That soggy lettuce at the top, I hate it. I don't want to get rid of it, you know? So you just add it in. And look, that looks delicious. You really do eat with your eyes first. And doesn't this look better? Doesn't this look like a nicer tuna than like just mayo, salt and pepper, you know? But again, I like that too. I like that too. Here's our little plate. I'm gonna put our tuna on this side. I'm not gonna eat out of this bowl because this is gonna go in my fridge. I'm like excited for this. It looks so good. I'm gonna take my head of lettuce with me, okay? Because we're gonna eat at the table over here so I could sit and chill with you guys. I set up like a little, this is what I normally film my videos on, this little one. That's what I do my lives with. But I got such great lighting with this kitchen that I can basically just put you freaking anywhere, okay? And you'll get the visuals. That was like so important for me when I did this kitchen. Like strategically, what could I do to improve my brands in this kitchen? And lighting was like at the top of my list. All right, where can I set? Let me move this out. Hold that. Okay, we have our tuna. Let me get our little pickle veggies that I have. So, Talercio sent me these pickled mushrooms and these pepperonata, and it's so funny because they don't even really know me, but these are like two of my favorite things. I love these, like any, you know, pickled mushroom. And I've had these from, I think the brand was Rayo's. They make like a roasted pepper like this, and it's so good. It has onions, pine nuts, and this is like the same vibe. So we're gonna put some of that. I'm just gonna make like a little pickle veggie salad over here. Oh, I love that sound. My kitchen's coming along. Probably like another week. Put some of that, and you can put that like on top of the little lettuce boat that you make. When I eat with you guys, I could like read some comments and bullshit. Okay, let's get some pickled mushrooms in there. Smells so good. I like this brand. And I mean, obviously I need some pepperoncini, right? I'm also gonna just throw this in the fridge real quick. So I have some pepperoncini and some hazapam. This is how I love to eat tuna. Just feel like you could jazz it up every time you make it, you know, something different. like the pepperoncinis with the stems, and none of these have stems anymore because I've been taking all the ones with the stems this whole time, you know? You know what I'm saying, babe? Like, doesn't that just look so delicious and colorful? Like, don't you want to eat this? Honestly. I feel like sometimes if you just think out of the box, you can make just a delicious lunch that's really, like, yeah, it does seem kind of complicated. I do have a lot of shit out right now, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, you know, pick one day out of the week where you have an hour to kill and just batch a few things, you know? What else was I gonna do? Some hot porn. These are the Costco ones. These are really the only ones I like. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like I miss our Friday lives. I was like, I'm gonna hop on live and do lunch. I have some other things to film today. That's why I look put together. So I was like, let me eat with my crew first, and then I'll take care of whatever else I need to take care of. Do you guys like hot tamales? Okay. All right, let's sit down and eat. Taking you out now, I'm walking you over. My kids are at a birthday party. Guys are so curious about my kids. Like, I'm here having lunch with you. Worry about me. My kids are chilling, don't worry about my kids. I got my microgreens. I'm gonna top like my romaine as I eat my tuna. I'll show you guys my kitchen, don't you worry. I'm gonna record a video because it's just easier for me to do it that way. I got some tuna. I'm gonna probably make a mess, so I guess I'm just gonna put the towel down. It is so quiet, and it's never this quiet in this house. And let me tell you something, Mariella is teething, so it's really has not been quiet here, like at all. There's plastic on the jar because that's just how the place ships it, I guess, like to prevent spilling during the shipment. What can I eat every day? Probably sushi. If I didn't have to worry about like mercury poisoning, I feel like that's like a big thing to worry about, right? I would definitely eat it every day. Also, it's kind of pricey, and like when we order sushi as a family, my freaking kid eats like a 16-year-old. So a cheaper option, we're gonna eat every day. I don't even know. Canned hot palm don't have as much of a crunch. I feel like it needs that crunch. You know, they don't really have much to them. And the reason why I like them, because they don't really have much flavor. Like, if you like artichokes, you would love the hot palm. They don't have much flavor, but they have nice texture. Like, the outside should be crunchy, and the inside should be creamy, which is what I like about them, you know? They're good. Do I ever come to NYC? I used to work in NYC. I used to be there a lot more when I was younger. But I am in and out. I'm actually going to be there this week. I have to attend something that's in NYC. And me and my hubby, we used to do a lot of date nights over there, but especially with Mariella now, I feel like I spend so much time sitting in traffic to get to the date night that I like prefer to stay local to just spend more time like with my husband outside of the car. You know what I mean? So I made this tuna salad, and a lot of shit I made from it is from Thrive Market. Like I said, if you guys did want to try it, it's in my link tree in my bio. There's a 30% off coupon on your first order, and also a free gift. So I mean, free is for me. Homemade poke bowls for sure. I'm definitely gonna do that because you wanna know why? The Asian Market by me has like really delicious sushi grade fish, but you have to go like early in the morning because I swear to God, people go there and buy it out. And once they like sell out what they have, I guess they don't restock, you know? This is so good. If you make this exact tuna, you gotta hit me up because it's delicious. And I like because every time I make it, it tastes different, you know? Tuna fish. Let's go through the ingredients, okay? 3 cans of tuna. Cilantro, scallion, celery, serrano peppers, Dijon mustard, Kewpie mayo, the Meyer lemon honey vinaigrette from Acid Leak. I'll show you because that shit is so good. I swear to God. And this, like, I am not working for Acid Leak, okay? It's just, I am obsessed with that vinegar. I'm going to show you. I got some microgreens here too. Let me just put some on my plate. The brand is Acid Leak, okay? The first thing I bought from them on one of my Thrive Market hauls was that Sushi Shop carrot ginger dressing. Have you guys seen that? So I have used that in so many things. I like to use it as the base of coleslaw for fish tacos. It's so freaking good. And when it says Sushi Shop carrot dressing, like, you think it tastes like the ginger dressing that you get when you order sushi, and it really doesn't. It doesn't have that sweetness. Like, it's just super vinegary. Delicious. Yeah, the bottle is super cute. Like, I feel like I need to keep it and infuse some sort of liquor in it. I just feel compelled. You know what I mean? It's Acid League is the brand. I got this on Thrive Market. Honestly, I haven't really seen it much of anywhere else besides Whole Foods. And they don't have as much of a variety of it. But it even says it's good for cocktails. So I'm like, once my kitchen's done and I have, like, space to create, I'm, like, excited to work with this, honestly. I love coming across something where I'm, like, impressed by. Because I feel like, you know, what do you really, what's like, new? You know? I like finding something new, I should say, that I haven't come across yet. You know what I mean? Marshalls, oh my God. I'm surprised. Did you like it? You know what? Marshalls, like, always got the randomest shit. The most random stuff all the time. Right? They're freaking crazy, Marshalls. So good. So, I'm actually getting my whole first floor painted. My kitchen, I really don't know. If you have any recommendations, maybe let me know, because I'm supposed to know by Monday. And I have no clue. I was looking into Dove White, Benjamin Moore. My cabinets are gray. My countertop is like galactic white. Like, once my countertop's in, I feel like I could choose, but I need to know before that. So, again, I'm really not a picky person, and I'm just like, oh, if it matches, okay, this works. Thank you, babe, for the gift. I appreciate that. I'm very easy, honestly. I feel like I'm pretty easygoing, in my opinion, at least. Vinegar is a necessity in your kitchen. You should have a variety of vinegars. You can fix a dish. Like, if you make it too sweet or too salty, vinegar will help you. My mom's in here. Everyone say hi to my mom. What's up, Ma? Okay. Dover, yeah. Is it Dover White or is it Dove White? Someone told me that you were flooded. I texted you this morning. Did you get my text? There's a house on my block that's for sale. So every time something around here goes up for sale, I text it to my mom. I'm like, you ready? You ready? You coming? This is a really delicious tuna fish that I made at the beginning of the live. Microgreens, hearts of palm. This is pepperoncinis, pickled mushrooms, and pepperonata, which is like roasted peppers with pine nuts and raisins. I'm not even trying to smack. And let me tell you something. When I eat on camera with you guys, I really try my best to not. Do you have your cars in the back, Ma? Do I have any moderators in here tonight? Yeah, and you know what? In Howard Beach, I feel like it's just happening so much lately that I'm really trying my hardest to get my mom to move out, because it's like the shit that we dealt with Hurricane Sandy. Like, I could never imagine living through that again, ever. I would never. And I'm telling you something right now. I'm scarred. Like, I will never buy a home that's close to the water. Like, if you could walk to the water, I'm not going. Is your car underwater, Ma? Microgreens are really good. They have so much more flavor than like regular lettuce. Not yet. Well, maybe, you can't even drive it out of the neighborhood. Now you're beat. Is it even raining there, or is it just the high tide? Oh, shit. I grow microgreens also. I haven't done any of that right now because I don't have access in my kitchen. But I have everything just waiting for me. Chose cars on ramps. Oh my God. Like, who wants to live like that? Move the hell out. Yeah, the honestly, over there when it rains, the high tide is so much worse than the rain. Stunning, see? I do not have a P.O. box anymore, sadly. It got like too crazy to have a P.O. box. I feel like things were like expected from me. That I don't really feel obligated for stuff to be expected from me, you know what I mean? And then I thought about it from someone else's perspective, where it's like, well, if she doesn't want something to be expected from her, then why does she have a P.O. box? You know what I mean? Like, that's like how I thought about it. So I was like, yeah, you're right. And I closed it. And when I mean like, yeah, you're right, I'm talking to myself, because we have conversations. I did not TikTok while pregnant. I gave birth to Mariella July of last year. Though the year before. She's going to be 2. And I didn't go viral till January of 2023. So she was already like almost a year. I do not get heartburn like at all. The only time I had heartburn is when I was pregnant. And I don't know if it's because I eat a variety of things. I really do not know. I don't have any of that. Like, people are like, oh, I can never eat that and be fine, or I can't eat that and be in the bathroom. Like, I never have those issues, so I don't fucking know. I do not want more kids. No, we're definitely not having any more kids. The kitchen's going very well. Plans for today. I am going to film a few more videos that I have to for some stuff that I'm working on. And then I think we're going to go to the grocery store as like a family, because I'm going to barbecue today. No desire for a boy. Nope. Not even like 1%. No desire. My sister has 4 boys. No desire. I have 2 healthy girls. I'm grateful for that. I just feel like people can deal with what they tolerate. You know what I mean? Like, you can only take on what you can tolerate. And 2 kids are more than enough. My husband does not desire, trust me, okay? Me and my husband have been married for 11 years. Well, we've been together 11 years, married 6, I believe. And I think the reason why our relationship is so good is because we're super, like, strong with communicating. Like, I am someone who will talk until my face falls off. If you're not understanding my point of view, we need to understand why you're not understanding my point of view, okay? So obviously we talked about, like, if he wanted another kid too, you know? We talked about having Mariella. It was hard for me to get pregnant with Mariella. So after dealing with that for 2 years and then getting pregnant and giving birth, like, 2 years later than I wanted to be pregnant to give birth, I'm 35. I'm going to be 35 in February. Okay? And I just do not think having another kid is in my cards. Me and my husband are, you know, we want to raise the 2 that we have, and then we want to enjoy ourselves again. You know what I mean? Right now, the life I'm living is for my kids. Yes, I'm an Aquarius. You thought I was younger? That's a good compliment. No, I'm going to be 35. I mean, 35 is still young, I guess. I feel like I feel better now than I ever did. $27. Ooh. Thanks, boo. I had Fina. Fina's 6, so... What did I have Fina? 29. Like, I didn't start having kids till later. When I was younger, all I did was work. When I worked on Mulberry Street, I worked crazy hours. And I didn't really have boyfriends like that. Like, I was just chilling, hanging out with people. You know, I wasn't really doing the settle down life. No, I do not have PCOS. Why do so many people ask me if I have PCOS? And I don't even mean that in, like, a mean way. But it's like, what gives you the vibe that I do? I'm, like, genuinely curious. I'll put that baby to sleep. I'm having an issue with naps over here too, babe. I totally got it. I'm going to do a kitchen update. Yeah, I'm going to record that and post, like, a video. My nails are, put some ice water in my cup. My nails are, so I've been going to my girl for years, so I feel like she kind of, like, when you go to the same person for so long, they kind of just, like, adjust to what your nail shape is supposed to be, right? Because I went in there with almond, but I feel like these may be a little pointier than almond, you know? Like, she knows I like them a little pointier than, like, a regular almond. Oh, it's common to have issues when you have it's common to get pregnant. It's hard getting pregnant. Yeah, that is very true. I did not have PCOS. I did have 2 miscarriages. And they kind of were just like, yeah, it happens, you know, missing chromosome or something like that. Like, they really both times didn't really even explain, like, what the deal was. Like, they just, like, there's no explanation. And then when I tried to have Mariella for the 3rd time, me and my husband were like, listen, if this doesn't work out the way we're planning, we're just gonna be done. Like, he was gonna get a vasectomy then, and we were gonna just be done, but we have Mariella. What would you do? Some leftover ground chicken. You could do, like, lettuce wraps. You could make a chili, a quick shepherd's pie. Put it on top of lettuce and make, like, a taco salad. Hey, babe. My favorite pasta, I really love the long fusilli or bucatini. And as far as, like, a sauce, I prefer, like, a garlic and oil, honestly. That anchovy and shallot pasta, ooh, one of my favorites. I'm not even kidding with you. And even just, like, a simple garlic and oil with broccoli, delicious. I make red sauce. You know, my kids love red sauce. My husband loves red sauce. But it's not my favorite. Thank you. I am in Central Jersey. Sushi recommendations, I would say Ninja Sushi's really good. East Hannah and Metuchen. There is one in Middletown. I can't think of the name. Not Genki. It's something with a G. I'm not really sure of it. I gotta think of it. It's G. My friend Lauren took me there. Chamoy pickle. I'm sorry. I have no desire to try that. That's not really my vibe. Yeah, Genki's in Staten Island. This is a G. Ganga. That's it. Go Ganja maybe. Who knows? But that's the one. That place is really good too. That's like a nice sit down. Like if you don't want to do takeout and you want to go like with your hubby or your girlfriend and have like a date night, that place is good. But I don't know. I haven't really like found sushi that I love. But those are the places that we order from. Favorite martini, dirty. Vodka martini. Blue cheese olives. And then when it's dessert time, I'll take an espresso martini. Maybe with a splash of Baileys. Depending how I'm feeling that night, Would I start a podcast? Sure, why not? Broccoli, garlic, and oil is just like a delicious classic. Especially if you don't use frozen broccoli and you throw some fresh broccoli in there. Bow tie pasta, a ton of grated locatelli. That is delicious to me. I've been eating mushrooms, guys. I'm like full now. Was my family shocked when I went viral? I don't know, honestly. How do I make pasta salad? I definitely have a recipe on my page for pasta salad and macaroni salad. If you just go to like one of my videos and go to the search bar, which is usually Leah's Cucina's Lips, because that's all people give a shit about, you could just type in that little search bar, like Leah's Cucina macaroni salad. Like if anyone's ever looking for my recipes or whatever, if you go to that search bar on top of one of my videos, you could just type in like whatever you're looking for, like Leah's Cucina zucchini pie, Leah's Cucina pasta salad. Type it in. Let me know what comes up. I don't know. People are just obsessed. I don't understand. Pasta fagioli. I haven't made that in a while, actually. I feel like I get noticed more like around my neighborhood because, I don't know. Like I'm always posting places that I go to around here. Yes. How was that eggplant parm? Was it delicious? I'm such a fan of eggplant parm. Oil, broccoli, and garlic. Sure. If you go to my page and type that in, that's definitely there also. But listen, I am going to be doing so much cooking in my kitchen when I am back in there. But it doesn't really change because I always did a ton of cooking in there. I was always supplying you with a ton of shit. Chinese food takeouts in East Brunswick. Okay. Let me tell you something. Growing up in Queens, you're like spoiled with really good, like Americanized Chinese takeout, right? So not really much around here meets like my expectations fully. I can recommend on Route 18, they have a golden fine orchid or something. That was the one that was like the best. And then there was a Hunan Kitchen maybe. Those both are like the only two that I would ever order again. But if you're looking for like real deal Korean dumplings, soup dumplings, like really good Korean food or like a different type of Asian, I don't know what the type is, but they have all different like I don't know how to explain it. Like when you live in a certain country, but it depends on where you come from in that country. You know what I mean? They have a different style of cooking. So Americanized Chinese is not like what you're getting in Central New Jersey. You're getting like traditional what like you would eat if you were to go to their country. You know what I mean? Like the H Mart, just in the H Mart parking lot, there is like 10 restaurants that cater to like all different types of like Asian cuisines. Very good. I am Sicilian American. Hunan Kitchen. That place is good too. That's another one that we order from. But still, it's nothing like New York Americanized Chinese food. What would I do with a large squash? I would definitely saute it up with onions, garlic, and fresh tomatoes and make like a little relish out of it and put it over elbow pasta. And top it with a ton of locatelli. Delicious. My grandma used to make that for me all the time. Which one, John? Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Where you at? Let me see. I can't find it now. Cantonese style food. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. I filmed for the Growing Up Italian podcast. This is just ice water. I have very limited cups right now. I'm either drinking out of a red Solo or like whatever 3 cups me and my husband keep washing in this, like, you know, washing and circling. Oriental Plaza, I've had that. I mean, I lived on Staten Island for like 5 years. So Oriental Plaza, I really liked Jade Island on Staten Island. That was really good. You're having a mimosa? Go you, boo. I'll have a nice little cocktail later for sure. I'm going to probably go get dinner. Yes, Szechuan. Okay, Szechuan is what we're used to in New York. So that's the takeout. Is that my girl Jess? Hold on a second. Oh, there she is. There she is. Jade Island got horrible. See, I haven't lived there in 5 years. So, used to be good. Is it new owners? Hello from Mexico. What up, babe? Australia. What good Chinese in Queens? I mean, it's been a while since I've been there, but I feel like Danny Szechuan is always a safe bet if you're in Howard Beach or if you're in Queens. We used to go to Ho Wan on Liberty Avenue, but I'm pretty sure they're different owners now. I also used to love Eats Meets West on Cross Bay Boulevard, but I don't even know if that's still there. Jade Island got a B. Oh my god, that place used to be like the poppin' one because it was like fun. They had cool drinks. It was like they tried to make it like a lounge vibe, you know? There was also, what was the other one? So we used to order from China Chalet too. That was a really good one, China Chalet. But that one's not open anymore. I know they closed. Because they closed when I was still there. Empire Szechuan, that one was good too. I used to work on Staten Island, and my doctor loved Empire Szechuan. I got him that like 3 times a week. He ate the same thing. Listen, I would love to try Jamaican food, okay? I can't find a place around me that has like a place that's recommended for Jamaican food. So if you're in the central New Jersey area and you know a good Jamaican food restaurant that I could travel to, you know, I'll drive like 20 minutes. I'll drive 20 minutes. 20 minutes is probably like my max because I really don't enjoy being in the car. I'll tell you the truth. Just keeping it real. But like good Jamaican food, like authentic, you know? I want like real deal authentic Jamaican food. DM me. And honestly, it's so hard to friggin' read the DMs. What would I do with cannellini beans? I make really easy sauteed cannellini beans. You get olive oil like really, really hot in a pan. Drain and rinse and drain your cannellini beans. Put them in the really hot oil and they get like a little crispy pasty shell on the outside of them. Once they get nice and charred, turn off the heat and put in microflame fresh garlic, salt, pepper, a ton of black pepper. Go in my search bar, okay? I've posted that so many times. Leah's Cucina's sauteed beans. Delicious. Anybody in this, if you've been around, you know I have posted those beans. I've even made them on live a few times. It's like a staple side dish in my house. It's so good. And you can really use any bean. I do prefer the cannellini or the butter beans. Really good with the butter beans. I haven't tried Trinidadian food either. No. And that's really just mainly because I can't like find that around me, you know? But me and my husband like love to try different shit. You guys see that. And we will travel for like good food. Like when we go on date nights, because it's so rare, you know, I don't really have a ton of help with my kids. Like, and unless I plan it out, which Mom, I kind of need you for the end of January if you're still here. I'll text you. I have to plan it like weeks in advance. But because of that, like me and my husband, I feel like we pick like cool spots because I'm like researching where I want to go. You know what I mean? Well, when I was in Queens, they had all that stuff. But living over here, they don't. Sushi, I really just like will eat all like the raw fish. Sashimi plates. Sushi deluxe or like the sashimi deluxe is usually what me and my husband share. And then we get some rolls. I'm going to post a video of the kitchen eventually. I mean, it's not done, but I will post like a progress video today. I have seen the new Judy Blues. I have to get myself a pair. You know, I have so many jeans right now, and I'm really like not into the straight leg style at all anymore. And I have so many of them. So I do need to like revamp my closet, but that is totally not on my to-do list right now. I'll just keep recircling the 2 straight legs that I have. No, I have my stove in, but it's not connected yet. I still don't have my countertops. I still don't have my backsplash, but probably by the end of next week, I'll be like semi-functional in there. I think I made brajol on live, and I didn't record for content. But you can go to my YouTube because I may have posted it there because I'm pretty sure I made that around like my Easter prep. That may be on my YouTube. What's the first dish I'll make? I don't even know. I really don't even know. Yes, I need to do another sushi video. I'm actually dying for sushi myself, so maybe what's tonight? What do we got going on tonight? Maybe I'll get sushi tonight. I mean, I know Serafina's always down, but we are overdue for sushi, this whole household. Serafina's been asking me. Oxtails, yes. I've actually made oxtails a few times, and I really enjoy them. It's like such a better meat to use than like the stewed beef that, we normally buy. The only thing with oxtails is it takes a little bit longer. Like you need to do the whole process of like boiling the tail and then like cleaning them again and then starting all over, which is really the same process as making a chicken stock. It's really not that much different. That's going to definitely be a meal in my new kitchen. Hold on. I need to go to my notes because I have to add that. That's going to definitely be a meal in my new kitchen. Hold on. I need to go to my notes because I have to add that. Disgusting, because it's the tail of a pig. I mean, the tail of a cow. But, like, you're eating the freaking leg or you're eating the chest. Like, what the hell is the difference in the long run? What's the difference? Like, I feel like that's kind of hypocritical. JJ, you're coming to the show too. Oh, of course you're going to be there. Yeah, I'll be there. And you know what I love? I love that it's early on a Sunday. Like, it's totally more my vibe. Good. Maybe we can make plans on that day. I want to do, like, a nice cooking thing together, me and you. Do I ever get mad? Of course I get mad. It's just normal. I stay positive because it's so much easier for me to replace the angriness with the positive. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. It's not all the time. Like, shit happens. Life happens. I take it day by day because you never know what you get in that day. You really don't. Pepperoncinis, you can make a really good like pot roast with pepperoncinis. You could do like a roasted chicken thigh braised in the oven. Delicious. It is, what time is it right now? It's 12:11. Yeah, my kitchen's in the process of getting worked on still. I love to just like, honestly, if you take chicken thighs, you can really braise them with like anything. You really don't need to think that far into it. Just brown them up and like, what do you have in your fridge that's delicious and will create a really flavorful liquid and put that in. One thing you refuse to eat. What do I hate? I don't even know. I feel like I'm just like pretty versatile. I feel like I would pretty much eat everything. Mom, what don't I like? I'm in Howard Beach probably like at least like every other month I'm over there. I was just there for Christmas. Oh, chamoy pickle. Yeah, I don't really have any desire to eat that. But that's not that I don't think someone else should eat it. I just like, I don't love regular pickles enough to like friggin' hollow them out and stuff them with candy. And then pour like liquid sugar on them. I don't love them enough to do that. If I was like a huge pickle fan, maybe I would. Maybe I would. 12-hour red onions for sure. I don't know, they just have like a little ting to them. And let me tell you, maybe it was because when I had COVID with Mariella, it did like change a few things for me. Like I can't really have peanut butter. It like peanut butter and like sweet treats, like really, really sweet desserts taste like wet dog to me still. Like just cannot get past that. The cheese in the advent calendar, ugh, that was bad. Would you ever make brie with chocolate? Oh my God, for sure. That sounds delicious. And then I would serve it with Granny Smith apples. That sounds delicious. You should make that. And then let me know how it is. Because I can't make it right now. But I wouldn't use Nutella or anything. I would use just like a dark chocolate. And maybe add like some dark cherries in there. Like some cherry preserve to sweeten it up. Because dark chocolate's not really sweet. That sounds delicious. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you should do. Get like puff pastry, or you know what I've really been loving more than the puff pastry wrapped in brie? Phyllo dough. Okay? You get your phyllo dough and you do like 10 layers. Like if you go to my orange marmalade one, sorry. If you go to my orange marmalade one, you'll see I did like butter in between the layers like you normally would. And then you put a little bit of cherry preserve on the bottom of the brie, and then the brie, and then you just put like some dark chocolate crumbles, like the unsweetened dark chocolate, you know, not the sweetened one. And then you wrap it up with the phyllo and bake that. That would be so freaking good. Like that sounds delicious. You should make that. I'm gonna make it. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make it. And I'm gonna serve it with Granny Smith apples and like a thin, crunchy cracker, maybe. Pillsbury Cheetos, sure. Sure, if you got it, use it, you know? I usually just use whatever I got. I like to keep either pie crust, phyllo dough, like even one of those can of biscuits, like just one of that in your fridge at all time really will get you pretty far. That's also why I love Thrive Market, because I'm always like stocking up on shit on that, like to keep in my pantry. Like you may not need it right now, but you can create something delicious with that later, you know? I always buy like one or two things to put in my pantry, even if I don't need it, but I know that it could be useful later on. And I just love, like, it's easier for me to shop on the internet lately because, you know, it's hard for me to get to the store. And sometimes even if I take Mariella to the store, I'm so on guard of like the people around me. Is it raining right now? I gotta close my windows out. I was not expecting it to be like this. Hold on, let me close the window in my bathroom. It's really dead ass like pouring right now. Wasn't expecting this. My family's at a birthday party. So my husband took Serafina to a birthday party. It was at like that Rock and Air place, like one of those kids places. It's over now. But he just texted me. They're on the way back. He was like, let me take Mariella because she could play too. So he paid for Mariella to go in. Like, and he hung out with both of them. That stuff's fun for her too. Like, even though she's a year and a half, like, they just roll around on that. They skeeve me out, but whatever. You know, you gotta let your kids be kids. How did I learn not to care about opinions? I feel like I cared about them for so long that it literally took over my life. Like, I would live my life for other people's opinions. It's so silly. So I stopped that, and it just like came freely after that. Like one thing after another. You start setting the boundaries and seeing like the reaction from other people where it's like, but do you understand why I'm setting these boundaries, you know? And once you start realizing like what you're dealing with is not what you should be dealing with, it just comes natural after that, honestly. I really think having kids like expanded that for me for sure. Dinner tonight, we were gonna barbecue. But it's pouring now, so I don't freaking know. Something to do with crescent rolls, savory or sweet, because you could really go either way with that. Yeah, I think it may be a sushi night. I mean, it's like literally downpouring here. It was so beautiful. I mean, at the beginning of this live, we were freaking bullshitting about how nice it was. You remember? Yeah, I know. I wouldn't mind barbecuing either, but my husband's the one that's gonna do it. He's not gonna let me stand out there in the rain, and I'm not gonna have him out there in the rain. Like, we're both gonna guilt each other into not doing it. Okay, so savory crescent rolls. Pepperoni pizza, you could do like a brie and preserve bites. You could do that. You could use it as the crust for like a pot pie. What else could you do? You can make empanadas. Like, I'm sure it's not the most traditional, but you could do like a picadillo. You know what I mean? Like with the ground beef. You could do like a mixture like that and make like little fugazi empanadas. Put some like manzanilla olives in there. That sounds delicious. Viral famous places in New York City. Which ones are viral and famous? I don't even know. I'm really not with the times, guys. Like, I feel like whatever extra time I have away from like my kids, I'm dedicated to creating content and then editing that content and then trying to, interact with you guys as well. It's so hard to like scroll and shit on my FYP. And when I do, I really try my best to like comment and like support the people that I do follow. I am following so many people that like, I had this TikTok before it went viral. So I was following people from then, Uncle G's has beautiful colors. $1.99. That's cheap. I gotta head over there. My favorite grocery store is definitely Whole Foods. I've been cooking on social media for years. Like, I used to cook on Instagram before TikTok. I just like wasn't really noticed. Like, I would cook for the people that were following me. I like got new followers here and there, but it didn't really grow like my TikTok page grew. And I don't know, it doesn't really make me nervous. I feel like maybe leading up to the event or leading up to whatever it is, like creating content by myself, editing it and stuff, that's, whatever, because I'm usually just bullshit talking to myself. But like when I work for brands and stuff like that, yes, like I get worried, it's just like a normal reaction, but I feel like after it's done, I'm always like, why do I worry? Like, why are you stressing yourself out? It went perfect. So I think really what you need to do is just have a little more faith in yourself. And that's me talking to me. Make fun of for posting. I'm sure people are still making fun of me for posting. I'm sure people are still sending my videos to people and making fun of me, And I really do feel like that even if somebody knows me and like doesn't dislike me, I think they will still treat social media like it's not an actual job or like there's no room for you to grow on there. And I feel like in 2024, the world that we're in right now, there's definitely room to grow on the internet. Even if it's just getting my name out there, creating foot traffic, meeting people, networking, and building my brand here. You don't know what it's going to be like in 6 months, 5 months. You don't know. Me and my sisters love you. Well, I love you too, babe. I just feel like you need to be vulnerable in life and you need to let yourself be open to accepting what the universe or, whatever God, whoever somebody wants to give you. You need to be open to accepting what the universe or, whatever God, whoever somebody wants to give you. You need to be open for that. I feel like I wasn't even really noticing that my TikTok was picking up because I was just like so dedicated to being consistent and being like focused on creating just quality content that once it started picking up, I was like, wow, it's actually working. Like what I'm doing is actually working. So many people are like, how do you go viral? How do you stick on the FYP? And I'm just like I'm just creating stuff and I'm putting it out there, you know? Like I'm not doing shit to get on the FYP. I'm just like showing you tips and tricks along the way. And if it's putting me there, it's putting me there, you know? I'm really just doing what I'm comfortable with, what I'm familiar with, like, and just sharing my life along the way. I don't really think it's so organized, you know? Like I do I do organize like what I'm going to create that week. I organize my grocery list. You know, I organize if I'm working for a brand, but I'm also just sharing like my everyday with you. Like when I do my dinner vlogs, that's not a planned out meal. I'm literally just like, what am I cooking for dinner tonight? It's freaking Tuesday. My kids are driving me nuts all day. My husband's working. What am I cooking for dinner? Like I'm not planning out that shit. So I feel like there's kind of a variety. I'm giving you a little bit of everything. I am an Aquarius, yes. People tell me that I fit in with the Aquarius vibe. I really do try to be creative. I mean, positive to other creators because I know what they're dealing with on like a daily basis too. You know, and I can only put out what I could put out. I can't control anybody else. I met my husband on the internet. Plenty of fish. Yes, the FYP does happen organically. Because let me tell you something. I even come across really good content. And I'm like, how does this person not have views? Like, they're putting out bomb recipes. The quality is great. Like, sometimes it just has to land on the right side of the internet. And it doesn't always work that way. Like, the FYP, the, you know, algorithm really does have a mind of its own. It has nothing to do with what you're doing, you know? And sometimes I feel like if you try too hard, that actually ruins it for you. Because then you're completely changing who you are as, like, just a regular person. Like, you're trying so hard to be not yourself. You know what I mean? What to make with bell peppers and chicken? Chicken fajitas. Grill up chicken, grill up the peppers like a red onion, and make yourself some chicken fajitas. I like Taco Bell. Yes, I do like Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I like to get nachos Bel Grande, no tomato, because for some reason I don't love Taco Bell's tomatoes, like at all. No tomatoes, extra sour cream, and then I like to add, I think I put rice on it the last time and it was so freaking good. So good. And I love just like the Doritos Locos Tacos. There's not really like a crazy story behind my kids' names. Serafina, just, I grew up with the Serafina. She was always so kind to me and I always loved her name. I always just like banked that name in the back of my head. And Mariella, somebody I know is friends with a Mariella and I've been friends with this girl forever. So she's like, you know, I always hear her talk about her, whatever. And I always loved her name from then. So those were just, you know, I came across them and I was like, those are really pretty names. I have an older sister, yes. Pizza Dolce is made with ricotta, sugar, lemon, and sambuca. That sounds delicious. Ricotta, sugar, is that like a cheesecake? Is it like a ricotta cheesecake? I am going to post a kitchen update. I'm going to record that. And I'm going to do a video and show you guys like details and stuff. But I'm not really that much into it, you know. They're just doing finishing touches. I also got all the floors done on my first floor. So he's been doing like moldings, which is like tedious, you know, work. Chipotle, I like to get the brown rice with the carnitas. And I basically get like everything on it besides the queso. I really don't and any of their sauces. I don't really love their salsa. I think I like the green one actually. I literally get everything besides the queso. I don't love Chipotle's queso. I think it's terrible actually. Favorite pizza place? I really love New Park in Howard Beach, Queens. La Villa is great. That's in Queens also. Jersey, what's my favorite pizza in Jersey? I can't even really think of one. for just like like you just want to grab a regular slice sometimes. Like I haven't come across a place that I love, like just a regular, no frills, like not 97 toppings, just like a cheese slice, just a regular slice. Crispy's good. Crispy's good. The Village Chicken Caesar wrap, life-changing. So good. Their shit's expensive too. That place has always been expensive. But they do give you a lot. Like their chicken Caesar wrap is like this big. It's huge. So Mariella doesn't really have a nickname. I feel like it's like such a hard name to have a nickname, Serafina, Fina just, fit, and it's just cute, and like Fina is a Fina. That's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But Mariella, like she's just a Mariella. No, and I thought Ella was gonna be her nickname. I really did. But no, it just doesn't work for her. She's not an Ella. She's a Mariella. Hey guys. Utopia Bagels. They have pizza? Is that in Queens? Potty training? She's not even 2 years old. I'm not going to try potty training yet. She's like 18 months old. I would not. Why would I do that to myself? My mother calls her Marabella. That's what my mom calls her. I've never had Mr. Raps. I don't live that close to Hoboken. I don't know if they have one around me, but I know there's one over there. I've never had Mr. Raps. I've had Utopia Bagels. I didn't know they had pizza. So when I create food content, like a lot of times it just looks like I'm cooking way more than I am. Like I'm making small portions of stuff, but I do give out a lot of food. I give dinner to my, in-laws a few times a week. I freeze shit, my neighbors, my husband takes it to work. Like I'm always getting rid of it. They make pizza bagels. Oh my God, I had no idea. Mariella says a handful of words. She says mama, dad, bubble, bath. What else did she say? Ball, red, blue. She says a handful of words, Mariella. Me. She goes, me. Hi, Susan. My youngest is, she's 18 months. She says grandma. Yeah. Yeah, I love to feed people. That's just like genuinely what I enjoy doing. No. And I mean, I like show my kids on my platform, but they're not like the majority of my content. Like I feel like this is Leah's Cucina's page, so you're following my life and what I'm doing in my kitchen and, chilling with me. And they're in my content, because they are my life, but they're not like the base of my content. She loves Miss Rachel. Yes, Miss Rachel is family fave. She loves Miss Rachel and she loves Super Simple. So we have a Roku TV. I have cable, but I also have like those Roku channels. And Super Simple is actually a channel on like the Roku. Loves Super Simple, but so did Serafina. Serafina loved Super Simple. They didn't have Miss Rachel when Serafina was growing up, but they had Baby First. Serafina loved Baby First. So Super Simple songs, but they have Super Simple TV where there's like shows. They have a show called Bubble Numbs, Mr. Monkey Mechanic, Carl's Car Wash. Really, really cute shows. So if you know Super Simple songs, but there's also Super Simple TV. No, I'm not having any more kids. It's so crazy because when I hop on live, that's all people ask me. Like, that's so crazy. No more kids. Next time I go on live, I'm going to put a sign. But also, in parentheses, not having any more kids. And I like truly, like, I'm not even mad. I just feel like, obviously it doesn't really bother me. I don't have any issues, whatever, it is what it is. But there's people in the world that like maybe are dying for that next kid, like crying, like dying for it. And someone constantly asks them, when's the next? Like that person could be like, I don't know, you freaking tell me. Like I'm wondering the same thing. And I mean that in a sense of just like, you never know what someone's dealing with. My husband got a vasectomy. We're definitely not having kids. Like, we're done. But you never know what's in someone's head. Like, and people ask that question. It's just, I feel like it's just not nice. Exactly. Some people want 3, 4 kids. And God bless. Like, I give you so much credit as a woman, as a mom, that you're handling 3 kids. Okay? Like, you are amazing, babe. You are literally amazing. And honestly, I don't even mean that to be mean. Like, I don't want anyone to like attack that person. Like, I genuinely just trying to give you like a different perspective. You know what I mean? And again, I'm on the internet and I put my life on here. So I am open for the questions because it is what it is. Like, I'm putting myself out there, but I'm letting you know for other people, like, that maybe wouldn't be the best question. Vasectomy and then also got pregnant. Listen, if that happens, then somebody up there really wants me to have another kid. Like, the universe is like, bitch, I don't care what you say, you need to have another. And then, I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there, okay? But don't freaking wish that on me. You know? Guilty pleasure, I love cheese fries. Like canned cheese, like the from the tub cheese, you know? I love that shit. I'm an Aquarius. Pesto pasta. Ooh, that sounds delicious for sure. I'm telling you, when I'm in my kitchen, I'm dying for a nice fresh pesto. And I also like to put a little splash of cream in my pesto. So good. My birthday is coming up. I don't know when the podcast is going to air, honestly. No, I mean, I don't care if people ask me about the Botox and the filler either, because I'm obviously sharing with you. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you is because the second I make a video and my lips are a little flat, my lips are a little fatter, someone's going to be like, she gets lip filler. She's getting her lips filled and she's lying to you, blah, 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 blah. Like, obviously I'm going to get it anyway. So I share it with you because I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. You know, it is what it is. So I'm just sharing it so you hear it from me and not the 47 other people that are trying to like make you feel bad on the internet, you know? I did finish watching Sister Wives and then I watched the reunion. And then they came out with like a talk back where like the Sister Wives watched the reunion, like that I don't watch. And then they came out with what's her name's wedding. I didn't watch that either, you know? Because I don't really care about that shit. Same thing with 90 Day Fiancé. They have like the pillow talk and like the More to Love. I don't watch those. I think I'm gaining more counter space, like a few inches here and there, but not really anything drastic because I didn't want to change the size of my kitchen. Like I didn't want to feel crowded in there. My favorite show, honestly, lately, me and my husband really been deep into To Catch a Smuggler on, I don't know if it's National Geographic. They have a Mediterranean one now, and it's like on the water. Like they're catching people on the water. It's just like, I feel like at the time that me and my husband sit down to watch TV, we both like have no patience to keep up with the show, but also like want to spend time with each other. So we just watch like some senseless shit, you know, that we could like converse over, but also like wouldn't be that big of a deal if we missed five minutes of it, you know? Hi guys. You know? Hi guys. I gotta get off soon because I have to record something else. There's something that people are watching right now. Salt? Is that Salt? Something Salt? People are raving about. So I think I'm gonna try to watch that. Of course I watched The Sopranos. I watched The Sopranos like so many times over. Saltburn, yeah. People are talking about that. I think I'm gonna watch that. TikTok just told me, great job. You've been live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. I didn't get snow, and I didn't get snow because it's not cold enough here. If it was cold enough here, it would be snow. Like this weather ain't shit. I said to my daughter today, I'm like, let me tell you something. When I was growing up, this time of the year was freezing. And we were like battling snowstorm after snowstorm. It was snowing so much it would cover the top of my car. And you freaking people, you're getting rain. You're getting little rainstorms. It's crazy. This weather's crazy. Fool me once. I have the Gypsy Rose recorded. I didn't watch it yet. I have that recorded. I didn't get a chance to like sit down and watch that yet. But let me get back to you after I watch the series. But obviously off the bat, like what I do know about Gypsy Rose, I would say if you're being tortured your whole life, obviously you're going to come out like with guns blazing. You know? Saltburn is quite the ride. Yeah, I'm going to definitely watch that. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off. I have to clean up. If I show you what it looks like right up here. Let's watch. Got shit on every surface. I will record a video today for what's going on in my kitchen, like whatever updates I have. I'll show you my stove. And I don't know what's for dinner, honestly. If it clears up, I would like to barbecue. Because I want to make like some grilled eggplant. I'm in the mood for like a crisp salad, you know? But if not, I'm probably going to get sushi. So, stay tuned for that, okay? Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I mean, this was just like a impromptu tuna fish live. But that shit was bomb. And I 10 out of 10 recommends, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging with me. Have a good Saturday. And if it's raining by you, just stay in, you know? Cuddle up. Order some Chinese food. Pour yourself a glass of wine. What time is it? Is it 1 o'clock yet? Pour yourself a glass of wine, okay? Love you.